Thank you, Surfer Girl. I saw the bridge collapse. All right. Howdy, folks. Welcome back. I told you I would be back. All right. Let's get with it here. Got a lot to cover. All right. First of all, let's back up to March 24th. That was my birthday. Strange things about my birthday. My birthday's different than everybody else's birthday. See, on my birthday, I do a lot of hard work while in excruciating pain and spiritual affliction. That's what my birthday's about. I suffer and I give out gifts to my friends on my birthday. Okay. Mine's the opposite. I give out gifts on my birthday. I don't receive any gifts. I give them out. Okay. Mine's different. So, anyways, we got to cover this real quick. This is the still ongoing proton storm yesterday. This beautiful little object, big ass thing of plasma right there. This object right here, beautiful. You can see it pretty clearly. You see the slow motion event over this object up here. We're not going to go into detail on yesterday. Not in this report, at least. Okay, you see this big old thing of plasma that's shot off from there. All right. No, it's not a great idea. I love doing it, but when it goes unappreciated, it's not a great idea. Anyways, so there was March 24th. I wanted to do a report last night. I had everything all set up and just was so exhausted I could not do it. I set my alarm to make sure I was awake to do the show and just didn't work. All right, so that was yesterday. Oh, no, here's the 25th now. Let me start this up. So here's today, March 25th. We've crossed the line now. I'm surprised to be here because I wasn't supposed to really. I was expecting to pass away yesterday. And I knew it was coming for a while, being kind of anxious but relieved. And then to have it not happen, Kind of disappointing. And we'll get to that later on. Something else different happened. Anyways, here's your solar stuff. Sorry. As you can tell, I'm different now. We have a nice little object going on right here. This big old blast coming off. You can see something in the middle of it. I mean, it's no hiding this anymore. You can see the activity pretty clear. Some of these objects come out and catch up to the other ones and stuff. So all kinds of crazy activity. Big old blast over here. You can see the little object in the center. And we started off with that one up at the top. So okay. So right here, tail end, you can see this little object still right here, react with the instrument reacting to it. All right, there's a pretty good blast. Looked like it had a couple in there. This one off to the side, of course. I mean, there's multiple objects. It's not like there's just one Planet X. The sun's being bombarded by multiple objects per day. And they're inducing these CMEs. They're causing some of the sunspots and coronal holes and stuff because of their magnetism as they move in and interact with the sun's magnetic field. Ripping plasma off as they go. There's some weird little 3 type structure right there looking like a little face or something. I don't know. Anyways, keep going. You can see that little object moving out right there, nice and clear. Boom. There's a secondary one behind it. All kinds of crazy stuff going on down there. All right. Another something moving out here. And then here's our bigger blast. Now, let me back up real quick. Right here. See this round structure right in the middle of this magnetic field right there? It's darker. See the plasma it's pulling off behind it here? All right, that plasma is not just shooting out of the sun. It's latching onto this object. Starting to see a bigger black spheroid back behind it. Are you seeing that black spheroid back behind it there? Do you see the way the flow is going around it? You see the little moons that are tagging along with it? They're satellites. So there it was again, or there's another big object with a bunch of other little ones trailing along. Here, let me just start it for you. See it now? Here, let's do this. I'm tired of playing games anymore. There. Take a minute to wrap your head around that for a minute. Just look at it for a second. Wrap your head around that right there. Okay, I've shown you this object before where the plasma streaming around it perfectly, draping over it. All right, let's move on. Let's get over the solar ham. Very important event. Remember I was talking about this right before it happened. We're going to see a big KP spike or whatever. I was thinking maybe 7. It outperformed and did an 8. An 8. Hello? Anybody? KP 8? Yeah, no big deal. So let's just zoom into this instead. Okay, here we go. very impulsive. Look at these little M flares, very short, sporadic, little ping, ping, not slow motion, not slow, long duration, just a quick little spike, ping, and boom, right there, right after the date line right there. And you can see we looked at today's activity and there was yesterday's. Remember, we looked at both. All right, so a couple little M flares popping off. We're still pretty bouncy and pretty strong. We got that object out there and all of its satellites that interact with the sun, making it pop and crackle, and it's going. It's on now, baby. The bully was like, "Yeah, I want to fight you," and it's like, "Okay, it's on now." All right, so X flare potential 25%. Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if we still see more X flares out of this crazy sunspots. Okay. In fact, after what I witnessed today, I would put that back up at 40. Yeah. Anyways, we'll see. I pray I'm wrong, but we've crossed the line, and I know we're gonna pay dearly for it now. It looks good, a lot better here. Instead of solid red, it has lightened up a bunch. It's still solid red when the sun interacts with this proton storm, okay? But it has diminished in strength, which is a good sign. I'll take that any day. All right, that's good news. Okay, so overall, we're still having a proton storm, all right? It's still 99%. It's still ongoing. It just had diminished in strength, which when it ends, it'll probably release that magnetic grip. We also need to talk about atmospheric compression too, all right? Because that's another factor that's going on here as well. We really haven't gotten into that topic too much, but we're going to have to here. So we're just going to start getting into that topic because it's another effect that's causing this earthquake suppression and stuff while the event is ongoing. But once the event is over, then there's all hell to pay. It's like having a party while your dad's gone, and then all of a sudden he comes home early and catches you during the party, and now there's going to be hell to pay. So when all this pressure is done translating down to the core, we're going to see some big earthquakes, some big volcanoes. It's just how it is. All right, we still got 3615 beta gamma delta. It's this one that keeps spitting out all the dangerous stuff, so they might as well put this one in red. These two like to hook up with each other. And then that's the big impact that we, okay, KP8. We haven't had an 8 since what, 2012? All right, the auroras got pretty intense, but they hit during the daytime, so all the photographers were disappointed. Anyways, here's your current auroras right now. Nice and light, nothing too heavy going on right now. Good news. This is a mess. I don't even know what to say about this. So let's just read their article real quick. Let me take a sip. Okay. A fairly quiet day overall within the Sun-Earth environment, at least compared to yesterday. Yeah, compared to yesterday. Solar activity during the past 24 hours was moderate levels. 3615 produced the strongest X-ray event, an impulsive 4.4. The large sunspot cluster continues to evolve as it moves into the southwest quadrant. Although some separation was noticed between the lead and trailing spot clusters, moderate flaring will remain likely. In the short term, with a lower chance for strong X flare. I disagree, but we'll see. Number of C flares also detected 14, 19, and 21 and 22. Solar wind speed continued to gradually decrease. Okay, that's what we need to talk about too. Is after the impact, there was the big blank spot behind it, where you will see the weakness. So I was going to say they're going to see a little, lessening of pressure or whatever behind the CME that hit us, and they'll think it's all good. But a number of minor C flares, blah, 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 blah. Solar wind speed continued to gradually decrease and is currently moving past our planet. Okay, it decreased. This is down from over 850. Okay, because that thing arrived early. It arrived during the daytime and not at nighttime. Okay, and that's X flare. They move faster. So right afterwards, there's a big wake or a big eddy, and the solar wind speed slows down. Okay, but it was at 850. That's pretty impressive. The BZ component of the interplanetary magnetic field, or the IMF, has been, for the most part, stuck near neutral or in positive territory. Apart from a brief period of minor G1 storming, very early Monday, geomagnetic activity has been quieter. A watch for active KP4 condition is still in effect until 3. Aurora sky watchers in North America are feeling the blues currently. Yeah, imagine how I feel. After arriving earlier than predicted, the X-1.1 jolted Earth's geomagnetic field with an initially strong impact. After a brief period of severe G4, everybody was saying G3, it was more than that. It popped to 4. Geomagnetic storming during daylight hours, the BZ component of the interplanetary field shifted to a north-pointing position and has been stuck in this state ever since. Although the solar wind stream remains strong near 800, the BZ is suppressing activity. BZ also suppressing activity. Moderate G2 magnetic storm watch remains in effect. There's your little area that we're stuck in now, all right? The BZ is stuck at north right now. Both the Discover and ACE spacecrafts detected a noteworthy shock passage after 4 solar wind, blah, 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 blah. Okay, enough. That's old news. Now, here, let's see if they still got that old shockwave on there. Nope, there's a new one. And that one, at least, thankfully, is moving away. All right, that's good. All right, so back out of that. What's not good is all the absorption that we've taken in over the last little bit leading up to this event, and then we had this event, then the proton storm, plus all these limb flares still popping off in our face. All right, let's move on. Yeah, I know about the bridge tonight. That's a sign right there. You guys should all recognize it. There are no coincidences. The bridge has collapsed. Wait till you see how we crossed the line, and you'll understand why that bridge collapsed today. All right. Continued threat of stormy weather. Sunday's severe geomagnetic storm is over, but the calm might not last. Giant shape-shifting sunspots 15 poses a continued threat for Earth-directed solar flares. NOAA forecasters say there's a 25% chance of X flares today and tomorrow. So if the sunspot blows, it would give skywatchers in Europe and the USA a second chance for auroras. Hey, we have a second chance of losing the grid. All right. At least you'll get some nice pictures. Severe geomagnetic storm, the strongest in years, as predicted. A CME struck Earth's magnetic field on March 24th. Yeah, I could tell. The impact struck me right in the face. The impact opened a crack in our planet's magnetosphere and sparked a severe G4. The impact opened a crack in our planet's magnetosphere. The impact opened a crack in our planet's magnetosphere, you guys, and sparked a severe G4, the strongest geomagnetic event, all right? The timing of the CME did not favor observers. Well, good. But they did catch this one picture, okay? You can come over here and read about the picture. Here's a picture real quick. It's a beautiful picture. Hey, beautiful things, but they're signs of impending doom, All right, this is not good. They're trying to fool everybody into thinking, oh, this is a beautiful thing. It is beautiful, but beauty's in the eye of the beholder. If you like beholding your own death, and that's beautiful to you, hey, have at it. All right, this is more blah blah stuff. All right, let's get over to the human. Oh, look at there. What was I talking about? Some white spikes showing up. Yeah. Gee, wonder how that happened. At least we got some continuity coming out of the backside, is all I can say. All right, right now I'm a little peeved and upset with the world. And it's forgiveness is the key, right? And I love doing forgiveness. But how do you can forgive the person, but how do you forgive something that's not a person? That's a different thing. Anyways, as you can see, we are a lot of pressure, okay, to the point where we grind it again, even in the red, kind of right in this little zone, and then came out of it, a little weakening, all right? It suffered a little bit and was probably going to go down if it wasn't for the next grinding event again. And you see how it got weak again coming out of it? And now we're putting along. It's there. It's got better continuity than it did before. So I'll take that as good news. All right. So there's your we're very close. We have a lot of pressure down below, okay? That's an indicator. Now let's come on over to this or to null school here. I haven't checked this in hours, and look at what happened. Okay, so let's just do a little describe. This was our old polar vortex, the backward one, that has weakened and weakened and weakened, and now is almost gone. Here was our main vortex from the very beginning. That this one took over, shunted this one. Now this is our main vortex. Note the lack of intensity in it now, okay? It's dying too, all right? This one, the sub-vortex here, looks kind of organized over Europe here. We have another little small sub one here, kind of fitting in the middle, but it is a full vortex. Here's another one down here over India. This is the one that's funneling stuff up across India and into China. Got another little something circulation going on there too. So we're in transition. We're having multiple vortexes. They're splitting up, diffusing, scattering. We're losing strength in the vortex up in the northern hemisphere because we're going into summer. Meanwhile, down in the southern hemisphere, as they're going into winter, look at their polar vortex. This one's gaining strength, has a small little sub-vortex, okay? So we're shifting over now more to activity, southern polar vortex activity more so than the northern now. But what we do have still has effects on our weather. Okay, so now instead of this polar vortex blowing the opposite way like it was, it's actually coming at the right direction and behaving semi-properly there. Now, there's your transition layer. Look how intense it's getting over here in Japan and China. Okay, coming off and then hitting the it used to have this big bulge in it. Remember the ridge? That ridge has moved north. That ridge has moved north, and this bulge right now has, when it shifted, it allowed this flow to go more even. It was shunting down and shunting north and going around that ridge. Now it has a more even flow in that transition layer, which then causes your upper jet to do this. Okay, so there's your upper jet stream. You see it coming down out of the North Pacific and then straight down the California, right like that, hooking a U-turn over Texas and then going back up. Okay, and that's your upper jet, which is going to correlate with your lower jet. Okay, now here is where your storms are riding on this lower jet stream. It's coming down the coast now. You can see we have this area of unorganization up here, very scattered, kind of just iffy, little tiny. It's losing organization there in the middle up there. It's gaining organization down in this belt. Okay, so you can see our lower jet stream pattern for right now. Then it does this to the weather. You see this big storm right here? That's not good. That's probably going to do some damage tomorrow. We've crossed the line. Something happened that, well, we'll get there. Help me, Lord. All right, so there's your weather jets or your weather systems. This big one going across the nation right now, and then out here in the Pacific, a little calm and quiet for a little while, but there's this brewing out there. So, all right, now let's move on to our ongoing sandstorm. Let me just pull back there, and you can see we got a huge plume of sand still over Africa. We got sand plumes over Saudi Arabia there. Still going up here by the Caspian Sea. This one over China seems to have died off. It's got some right in there, but it's not as strong as before. Dang, my voice is crackling. I've been screaming too much. Oh, man. Okay, chemicals. SO2. Oh, take the... Okay. There we go. Nation divided, bleeding out on one side, clearing out on the other. Oh, see how I did that in the screen? Whoop. Anyways, you can see this side, pressure's built up. It's getting a darker purple. Okay. Lightened up, actually. Well, I didn't really check it yesterday, so we'll just kind of leave it at 6 for right there. Still very organized cluster. You know, I'm not cluster. Well, cluster. There's pockets here and there that are very intense and stuff. And if you tilt your head to the left, there's the nose, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. It's a face looking up that way. Coming up from the ground underneath. Oh, man, they are in so much trouble. China is in so much trouble, dude. Oh, I can't even begin to describe it. But here we go. There's Europe bleeding out as well. Let's go on down to Java really quick here. Kind of so on pressure. Very concentrated at this end. I want to see the wind real quick here, though. Okay, the wind pattern is kind of collecting this up. It's taking it off the island, running parallel, and then focusing it right through the channel. So that's wind kind of, if you put all that back on the island, and we're bleeding out a lot right here. This plume is pretty good size. Usually it's just over the island, but it's, like I said, if you took all of this and backed it down into the island, it would darken that up a little bit. Okay, I'll take the wind off now. See what I'm saying? All right. Oh, this strip is nice and dark. A lot of pressure down there. Fulcrum point isn't very defined at all. It's very light. Look at that. I haven't seen it that light in a long time. Very interesting. It's darker in this region. Ooh, look at this up here. It's like a new spot. Hey, we got like a new, really intense plume coming out right there. Big trouble in Little China. Okay, let's go on over to the earthquakes. Now, we're under this like suppression event again. Let me back out real quick. Just take a look at that map and how quiet it is on the earthquake map. Then we'll go into it and you'll see there's not much to report tonight. So let's go into our deep area. 4.4 down at 508. Typical deep quake that we're used to seeing. Mid-range 4. Sign that there's activity going on down deep. 4.9 causes a 5 at the surface. 4.6 at 91. Finally, one here by Taiwan. 4.4 at 42. Very quiet there. Too quiet. Too quiet. Another 5 there at the surface. This should scream volumes right now. This should scare people how quiet this is. We need pressure being released. 5.5 down here at the surface. That's it. See what's going on over here, Wanda Fuca now. Look at this. 3.7 at the surface. What happened up here by Washington? 2.6. Let's just go check out all magnitudes over California really quick. Get that off of there. Almost fulcrum point right there. Look at that. And then we have a little cluster right here on this fulcrum point. We got the geysers going off. Little flurry going off there at the geysers. Okay, so you can see that. That's relieving pressure a little bit. But otherwise, really quiet. That's a 2.4. Just really, really quiet. Yeah, I'm not surprised that place is shaking tonight. This whole world's going to be shaking in its boots here real soon. The line has been crossed. Activity in Texas. Little ones up here. Oklahoma. What's going on here? Okay, 1.9. East Tennessee, right in this little band of mountains right in there. Little indicator. Weak spot right there. It's nothing big, but it's in this region. That region is going down. Oh my God. All right, enough of that nonsense. Let's move on over to the volcano. Did you see how suppression events taking place there? That's your atmospheric compression. When the solar wind is blown so hard on us, it compresses our atmosphere down, which is similar to water. Okay, so if you imagine if you compressed a bunch of water down to the surface, it's going to hold it in place. It's almost like a grip on it. So we have that suppression event going on. The eruption at Reykjanes has subsided over the past 24 hours because we have the suppression event going on. But watch out, we have taken on so much energy and absorbed so much that when this releases, I would like to X out of the ad. Anyways, when this pressure comes reverberating back up to the surface, It'll probably get pretty ugly. And all these volcanoes, especially Reykjanes, will fire right back up. Rapahu still going. Fuego 15,000. Reventador 14,000. Let's go into yesterday's real quick. What? It's the 25th. Okay. Ibu 13,000. Semaru 14,000. Ducono. Where did I see it? Oh, 8,000 there. Fernandina still going off. Popocatépetl 19,000. Fuego, it's always going. Majin in Colombia now, new right here. I don't know what this stuff is on the side. I don't like that. Majin, this is a new volcano added to the list. Nevada del Ruiz, 20,000 feet. Sangay, Reventador, 14,000. Sabancaya. All right, here's your list of ones that are going off, and here's your list of ones that'll probably jump over, okay? I don't have the voice to do them all tonight, so let's just get through this. It's a lot of volcanoes, you guys. Okay. Let's go ahead and run this model. Go ahead and look at, that's the storm that's currently going on. And well, we don't have to worry too much about the rest of this. Is all going to change right there. So give it another minute here. Okay. Current conditions, not looking good right now. Oh, shoot. I better open up my radar app. All right. Severe thunderstorms going on right now. Mississippi. Shoot. We'll have to pull up another radar site. Hang on. Where's Venture Sky? I love computer updates that just come in and erase all your settings and just take over like they know better. So wonderful. And then they can't even perform. No, not now. I'm trying to just click on something is all. Really. I don't need your other stuff. What I'm trying to do is save some lives at the moment without any kind of stupid little interruptions. Oh, but how we love our little interruptions. Okay, so currently it's not looking, we still have a QLCS going on here. So, yeah, that's a little dangerous right here, this storm front. We see a hook right here. I'll come back here. Oh, I love technology. Can we see it? What? Oh. I don't need that right now. I would like to see the radar. You know, the radar I was just on a second ago, trying to zoom in on. See this area right here? See this hook coming in? There could possibly be a tornado around this area right here, okay? This is not the little, not what we like to see. Tornado hunters like to see it because that's an indication of a tornado on the ground right there. So watch out in that vicinity right there. I'll have to pull up in the real radar app before the show's over. But let's get back to our forecast. So right now, very, very huge, intense storm with a 993. We'll go into the morning hours still intense. intense ice storm. You see snow on the backside. Very well structured, organized storm. It's the morning of the 26th, noon, convection, nighttime. So it dissipates through the day. We'll see. That'll be the morning of the 27th. Look out up there, dude. That's all I can say is look out. Noon the 27th, another storm coming on. Convection right here across Georgia, South Carolina. So watch out for convection on the 27th. Noontime, there's more. That's convection, or the morning, sorry. The morning of the 28th now, right here. This huge plume going right up the coast. There's the noontime, the 28th, convection. The nighttime, morning of the 29th, noon, convection, nighttime, morning of the 30th, noon, convection, nighttime, morning of the 31st, noon, convection, nighttime, first. All right, so by nighttime of the 1st here, let's go back to convection right here. You see this big intense snowstorm on the backside, shows it has some strength. And then at nighttime, the tail goes convective at nighttime. So there's the morning of the 2nd. All right, severe possible across there, blossoming at noon. There's your convection on the 2nd. That'll probably be pretty dangerous in that region. That'll be the nighttime, morning of the 3rd. Look how that thing wraps up. There's the noon, convection, nighttime of the 3rd, noon, or morning of the 4th, noon, convection, nighttime, morning of the 5th. The rest of that's pretty much going to change. Interesting pattern, though. That thing, watch out for it. And you see how the tail, the remnants of the tail still came up the coast there. So when that, stop right there. Go back. Anything after that we really don't need to focus on is this storm right here. Okay. Current conditions, you see how the power's down in the tail here? This is still the tail. Still the tail. Even though it's disconnected, this is still the energy from that spinning low up there. Till it finally clears out then. So that whole storm all the way through March 30th right there. Okay, and thank you. Right now, very dangerous conditions right now. Currently, we're experiencing very dangerous weather conditions. Where's my other phone? Let's see if we can open up the weather app and see a good quality radar. Because this one, I'm not sure if this is accurate at the moment. Would like to I want it right up to the minute. And that's where this little radar app comes in better. Let me just take a peek real quick to see if there's all right, you see how this is included now? So the inflow kind of got cut off. So that one included. Oh, my battery power is 1%. Of course. Let me get over it real quick. Yeah, just a second. Let's look around. This little notch. This zone right here. Hang on, let me get this pulled up here. Oh. This whole line. You see severe weather and a lot of lightning back in this region as well. This area has got some strength to it. Let me pull this up. Please. Oh, story of my life. I guess we'll just have to trust this one. Can we have a refresh here, please? Down here by Baton Rouge, still getting hit. Stuff coming on shore right here. And a pretty strong storm front here. Right here's their main strongest band by Birmingham, Alabama here. Okay, so people in that region need to stay aware. The rest of this storm front looks okay for now. Our main concerns are in this region right in here. The tail. Remember how we saw the tail of this thing blossom and continue to have strength throughout the course of another few days? So here it is blossoming up again at nighttime with severe weather around Baton Rouge here. And everybody east of this QLCS right here is in, should be, stay awake. Here's that inflow notch growing again. See this little spot right here could possibly, this has potential. All right, and that's just outside Bull Mountain, heading towards Maplesville, actually heading a little more up east, Centerville, Jamison. So very dangerous weather out there as we speak right now. Okay, so very dangerous QLCS going through Alabama right now. All right, so that's it for that part of the report and stuff. Now we're doing something different. We're going to do a spiritual report, but we're going to do something a little different tonight. Is this the one? No. Just get it. Stop it. All right. Here we go. I'm sure most of you have seen or heard this. If you haven't, well, hopefully it doesn't. Well, hopefully it does shock you.
Is it NBA or NFL? 36 have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks. 117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses. 3 have done time for assault. 71, I repeat, 71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit. 14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting. 21 currently are defendants in lawsuits, and 84 have been arrested for drunk driving in the last year. How many of you think NBA? How many of you think NFL? Well, the answer is neither. It's the 435 members of the United States Congress.
Oh, yeah. He's reading that to Congress. And that, was, we didn't like that. That was mean. What you said about us hurt my feelings. Let's listen again.
All of this, okay? And he said, Dad, guess which is it? Is it NBA or NFL?
It beats both of them combined.
Accused of spousal abuse.
36 have been accused of spousal abuse. They're beating their wives. This is the people that write your laws, okay?
7 have been arrested for fraud.
7 for fraud? What? All of them are fraudulent.
19 have been accused of writing bad checks.
Every check they write is bad. What are you talking about?
117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses.
They have bankrupted at least 2 businesses. These are the people that are supposedly economic experts and are going to save us or save our economy.
3 have done time for assault.
Wonderful.
71, I repeat, 71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit.
71 can't get a credit card? Okay.
14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting.
It's shoplifting? As if you haven't stolen enough money you can't even pay for your stuff. You got to shoplift. We have a bunch of kleptomaniacs. Yeah, they like to steal.
21 currently are defendants in lawsuits, and 84 have been arrested for drunk driving in the
84 for drunk driving? Is that all they do in Congress, is drink and drive around?
last year.
380 out of 435. That is 85% of Congress are criminals. Okay, let me tell you something about this country. The United States of America is not what you think it is. Some of you might know that it is a corporation. The United States isn't a bunch of states conglomerated together where everybody lives all happy and free. No, it's a business. It's a corporation. Okay, and oh boy, this is where you guys are going to hate me, and I'm probably going to lose half of my viewers. This country is a corporation. It is a criminal corporation with a criminal crime family at the head, with a bunch of other criminals that help all the criminality.
BA.
Okay, so while we're wrapping our heads around these criminals,
36 have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks. 117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses.
You know why they bankrupt businesses? So they don't have to pay off the loans or all the bills or any of the debts. They can just declare bankruptcy and cash out. And then cash out some more shit. Do it again and over. It's all criminality. All the Congress does is criminality. They don't do anything for the people. All they do is criminal mischief. Okay? We have a serious problem, and the line has been crossed. And let me tell you about today. See, well, let me start with yesterday, the day before, when I had to go online for the DMV to renew my license. Okay, there's no age change, there's no address change, there's no change at all. All it is really basically is throw some money at you so you press a button that allows me to have the right to drive, right? Okay, but amazingly the ID now, like wherever I go, all right, I smoke cigarettes, okay? I have a bad habit, but I smoke cigarettes. And if you've been and seen what I've been through, you would probably smoke more than cigarettes. But every time I get carded for my cigarettes, I'm 54 years old getting carded for cigarettes. But they want to scan the card. They want to scan the little code on the back, right? So they can track your consumption, right? Okay, so I paid off my license a week before it went, before it was expired. Then tonight I went to go get cigarettes, and she ran my card, and all of a sudden, I can't buy a pack of cigarettes. Okay, now, to me, I take that as a message from God. You need to stop smoking, which I agree is a good idea, but it's the principle. Okay, I used to be carded when I was young for alcohol, all right? And that was because you had to be 21 to drink. You had to be a certain age limit, all right? The reason why people were carding you was because of your age. I am 54. I shouldn't even be carded at all. Yet I get carded for cigarettes, and now that my ID expired, these people down at the DMV couldn't press the button. 6 to 8 weeks, I do not exist. Okay, for 6 to 8 weeks, technically I don't exist. When all this started, when I typed in my driver's license number online, I typed it, it says, okay, follow our procedure. So I go right to the first line, type in your driver's license number. So I pull out my driver's license card, make sure I get that number typed in all perfect and right, because if you miss one, all hell will break loose. So I get the number in there just right, and I hit enter. The response I get from the DMV is, "We have no record of you." Well, how can that be? How could that be when you issued me the card? Huh? What? Huh? I don't understand what you mean. Well, what I'm trying to explain is you issued me that number and the card that I'm holding. How could you not have any record of it? Oh, well, that's just acceptable these days. It's okay. It happens to everybody these days. It's just acceptable. And I'm just baffled at how everybody's like, "Oh, yeah, it's no problem." Okay, well, that's very interesting because, see, I've served this country for the last 6.5 years. I have battled stuff that would make a Marine or a Navy SEAL shit their pants. I defend this country with my life. I put a target on my back for this country, and I cannot get a pack of smokes because of a barcode. My driver's license expired, not my smoking license. Why do I have to? How come I can't buy a pack of cigarettes when my driver's license? It's not a smoker's license. No, it's so these cocksuckers can have more money. You're going to see a change in my tone. We have crossed a line. I was supposed to die yesterday. And I knew it was coming. And I was, very split on it. Okay. It's hard. Imagine knowing when you're going to die and seeing that date marching right up in front of you, and knowing it's your birthday. You're going to die on your birthday. And I said, you know what? Regardless, I'm still going to go through my day and not let it shake me and not be shaken. If I die, I die. Hey, that's it. Good. I know where I'm going. But something happened. I did die. A part of me died that day. And what happened? I can't explain it to you guys because it would break your heart. All right. And you would leave this channel and you'd never come back. You'd be like, "Oh, I can't. But what happened was so heartbreaking. Okay. And now to see our system being used and utilized, look, I cannot buy or sell anything because my driver's license expired. Interesting, because today I had to go to a totally different town to their DMV. Can't get an appointment at ours for 2 months. You can't go in the actual building. You have to make an appointment. And the nearest appointment is 2 months away. So how am I supposed to renew my license, 2 months in advance? Do you see the bureaucracy? Do you see the waste, fraud, and abuse? And then when it's pointed out to them, they go, "Oh, boo-hoo, oh, bah humbug, you called us on our criminality." This system is already the beast system, okay? And it crossed a line. I cannot forgive a system. I can forgive a person. I can forgive these congressmen if they would say, "Oops, I made a mistake." But I can't forgive a system that is designed to strip you of all your dignity. I waited all day in the DMV. I used to get results. You paid $50 for a driver's license card. They could laminate it right there, and you could have that card in your hand that day. What happened? Technology, and now you got to do it online, and we'll email you something. Oh, it's unfortunate I can't use my email. I got a nice email account, but so clogged with so much useless spam and advertising for corrupt profits that I can't even get to my email for my DMV. I guess to supposedly print up a paper version, Okay, I got to print up my own paper version. Well, unfortunately, I live in a closet with a secondhand laptop and an 8-year-old phone in protective custody, and I don't get to have a fucking printer. The last one I bought was $700 and was out of, it was already obsolete 2 years later. They don't make ink cartridges for my printer, Congressman. I'm sorry, I can't print up the paperwork that you should have supplied for $50. Okay, this is where I'm getting at now. I have seen plenty of people stressing out right now about tax season, about tax time. Let me tell you something. When you pay taxes, you are funding a criminal operation. It's actually against the law to fund a criminal organization. It's against the law. Paying your taxes, you're breaking the law because you're funding these criminals in all their activity. And you see what they're doing? They're taking you to war. They don't care. They're skimming off the top. They get 20% off that. Every little military contract, all this bullshit, so they can go out and molest little kids. They're responsible for all the pedophilia, all the fentanyl in our open borders. These guys are here. Now that you hear me good. These guys are on blast. From now on, they have crossed the line. They're worse than both of them combined. If you combine the NFL and the NBA, what atrocious they are, they still don't even scratch the surface of Congress.
Accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks.
And there shouldn't be one.
107.
There shouldn't be one. One is unacceptable. These are supposed to be people with morals and valor and code and conduct to write laws and legislate how we live. We say we don't want it. They say, oh, fuck you, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm telling you, don't pay your taxes. You want this war to stop? Quit funding it. You want this shit to stop? Quit funding it. Quit paying your taxes. Everybody this year, boycott your taxes and shut this stuff down. Cut them off. You know why they get away with child trafficking? Because you fund it. You know what they do with that funding? They plan on killing you with it. They're laughing at you funding your own demise while they party hard on the top. This has to stop. It's criminal. The police were originally designed to police the politicians because it's the politicians that have always been the problem. It's government that's always killed the most people on this planet. Millions and millions of people have died at the hands of government. These are supposed to serve us, not serve themselves. Do you see why this planet's about to burn? The line has been crossed. Getting carded, and then when I do provide a card, nice and friendly, 54 years old, yeah, I understand the process. Yeah, ha. No, it's over. The line has been crossed. It's over. Warning to everybody in Washington, D.C., your party is over. No matter where you go, you're done. And I want you to, you'll know why. Here, this is why.
Okay. And he said, Dad, guess which is it? Is it NBA or NFL? 36 have been accused of spousal abuse.
36 beat their wives. 36 beat their spouse. They got billions of dollars. They should be happy, right? No, 36 of them beat their wives. 7 of them
arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks.
Hey, do you get to write bad checks and pull fraud and then get away with it?
117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted, at least 2 businesses.
They owe for that. They owe the taxpayers money back for that. We should liquidate every single one of their accounts, put them in prison, liquidate their accounts, and start cutting checks to legal American citizens. You know, it was such a hard process today to get the ID. We had to come up with so many valid forms, ID, proof of residency, all this. Meanwhile, an illegal alien came in today and got carte blanche. The lady actually said, oh, just check it right there and go to her. Meanwhile, we sat there for 5 hours and a half 4 hours in a waiting room, 2 hours to drive there and back to get a piece of paper that says, oh, yeah, here's your ID. Now, the reason for this ID, get this, my son needs his ID to go to the prom at his own school. Yeah, his student ID from last year won't cut it. He has to have a regular driver's license, legal. We have to pay this. We have to pay these assholes here so my son can go to the prom. I had to drive 4 hours round trip, sit in an office for 9 hours so these assholes could have fun at my expense on my birthday. If they knew who I was. Let's continue.
We have done time for assault. 71, I repeat, 71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit. 14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting. 21 currently are defendants in lawsuits, and 84 have been arrested for drunk driving in the last year. How many of you think NBA? How many of you think NFL?
380.
Well, the answer is neither. It's the 435 members of the United States Congress.
Would you guys get away with any one of those? Yet these guys skate around flying in Lear jets, no pipeline for you. Oh, no, gas prices are going to go up for you. Oh, hell, we'll steal an election. Guess what's coming up next? Another election. You think that's going to be a fair, just election coming from these cocksuckers? Nah. No. And your other problem, your biggest threat to national security is the mainstream media. We should be, where's the FCC? They're supposed to control stuff like this, right? Our mainstream media brainwashing an entire society while these fat pigs live high on the hog. Oh, and you called me on it. Oh, poor spoiled little brats. Don't pay your taxes. Quit funding this crap. Because they're going to send it to Ukraine. All our really expensive secrets, like the triggers to nuclear bombs and stuff. Oh, no. That top secret stuff is big bucks for them. They sell out to the Chinese and sell all our secrets so they could have a nice Lear jet. Meanwhile, we're all going to be glowing in the dark here soon thanks to this crap. You know it's coming. And you know who you can thank. You know what pro and con is? The opposite of pro is con. So the opposite of progress would be Congress. They don't need to be fired. They need to be arrested, jailed, made examples of, liquefy all their assets. All that comes back to the taxpayer. That's our money. The line has been crossed. When I can't get my ID and I have to buy a certain item, it doesn't matter what the item is. It's the fact that I cannot buy something now because my driver's license it expired on a certain date, but I paid it off well in advance. You can't tell me that you can't just push a button, that I have to go find a printer, buy a printer for $700 to print up my own paperwork because I can't get it at the DMV office. You can't get in there without an appointment. What the fuck is this bureaucracy done but nothing but kill you guys? They are no good. They're no good. And you're going to see now. Here.
Is it NBA or NFL?
Let's, is it still up here? Oh, darn. Oh, yeah. Here. Good. Take a good look. Take a good look at this opening. I want you guys to wrap your head around this. This is nothing yet. You haven't seen nothing yet. I've just begun. That's what's going to come down on these politicians. Since I can't strike them physically, and this is nothing. This is China. Prepare, China. Big trouble in little China. I've had enough of this. This is nothing. Wait, you're going to see. This is going to make this look like a romper room. And now something I need to talk about is the Boston Tea Party. You guys remember what the Boston Tea Party is about? Or do they even teach that in your school anymore? See, the British wanted to tax the tea. And it wasn't much of a tax. It was just a couple of cents, right? I mean, we could have afforded it. It was no big deal, really. But it was the principle. How dare you try to tax us, right? So back then, we dumped their tea in the bay and said, hey, go to hell. We're not putting up with this anymore. Over tea, we did that back then. Now, shit, somebody could come into your house, rape your children, and you just smile and say, hey, it's socially acceptable now. Serious issues. The line has been crossed. My son said something very eloquent today. He's quite the genius, even though he's quite the genius. These countries that are getting bombed, you know, they're about to get bombed here real soon. My son says they're about to see why America doesn't have free health care. Get it? Because the billions and billions of dollars that we spend on weapons to kill people, where the fuck is your mind at? Yeah. They're about to find out why we don't have free health care. We could be taking care of people, veterans, the people that are serving currently. Yeah, they're about to find out why we don't have free health care. So many things we could take care of in this country. And these scumbags use it all for weapons contracts so they can blow up other people, send other people into harm's way. If they're so awesome, these politicians are so awesome, well, get your ass up to the front line, Mr. Awesome. Put the helmet on and grab the gun and lead the charge. Since you're the one that wants to go to war, you lead the charge. But no, they're a bunch of cowards, bunch of thieves, bunch of snakes. And since nobody's ever going to do anything about it, the hand of God is going to come down on them in a way. I'm going to serve them up in front of you. Make examples out of them now. The line has been crossed. I can forgive certain things. I was understanding about the whole process. I was like, oh, cool. I took it as a thing as God's trying to tell me to stop smoking. And he was like, no, I am pissed that you can't get what a product with your hard-earned money because of a fat politician wants a little bit more. We granted you the right to drive, but now we're granting you the right to smoke a cigarette, and we'll take that away if you don't pay your driver's license fee. It's not a smoker's license, it's a driver's license. The only thing that they should need off of there is my age. That's it. But no, it's gone way, way too far. It has crossed the line. And now there will be consequences. I hope this rattles everybody. I'm going to do a spiritual report tonight, so hang in there, you guys. Because half of me is still here. The other half fucking died. Unfortunately. I tried everything I could to stay alive and do it, and I'm still fighting. But nobody seems to notice. They in fact, when I brought this up, everybody's like, what's your problem, man? Just print it out. Well, my problem is I don't have a printer. You got $700 so I can get one? Oh, do you know how to hook it up and get it all going, the ink cartridge and everything? Because, I paid for a product. Let me just finish here real quick before I do the spiritual reading. I'm a chef. I've worked in every kind of restaurant there is, from fine dining to flipping burgers. I worked in one of the best fine dining restaurants there is. I served football players and movie stars, $100 plates, okay? I've also worked in a burger stand that's the second busiest in the world, second to Dubai. We do 8,000 customers a day. All right. And they pay for a product, and we give them a product that they paid for. Now, how would you like it if you came into my restaurant? I'm talking to the government now. How would you like it if you came into my restaurant, ordered up something really nice, and then waited 9 hours while we're just kind of letting you hang? And then after the 9 hours, I come up to you and give you the bill. Go ahead and pay the bill now. And you're like, what? Well, shut up and pay the bill. Well, I didn't get my food. I've waited 8 hours. Just shut up and pay. I will mail you your food. I will mail your food in 6 to 8 weeks. Okay. Oh, and I want a tip too. You know, you could tip too. Okay. So go ahead, order your food, pay for it, and I'll give it to you in 6 to 8 weeks. Do you think my restaurant would fly? Do you think that kind of bullshit would fly in the real world? Why the hell is it allowed with a government agency that's responsible for your identity? Are you kidding me? And my money went to that. I want my money back. In fact, you know what? I don't think we should ever have to apply for a driver's license. You should have the right to drive. You take a class to learn to drive. And then you take a course of stay off your phone when you're driving. I don't need a license. You know what people should need a license is to have kids. That's who should really need a license for, is to have kids. Because most of these people aren't responsible enough to have kids. That's where you need a license. But no, strip us of all our rights. Meanwhile, people flooding across the border, hey, they got a check mark on theirs and they were in and out. No problem. Good old boy and his son. Oh no, give them the 9 hours. Yeah, you can see why the line's been crossed. And I'm okay. I'm forgiving, but God isn't. He is apoplectic. I'm like, dude, chill. I'm forgiving. It's just the DMV. They're dumb. They're retarded. They're stupid. They're morons. You have to forgive them because they're just special needs. I'm sorry to say that, but the whole society is a special needs society thanks to our media. Yeah, you're all brainwashed, warped, twisted, demented, except for the people that have come here and found a little bit of relief. Sorry I'm ranting tonight, but the line has been crossed, and I think you understand why. And I know in 6 to 8 weeks, I'll be able to get a pack of cigarettes. You know, by then, I probably would have quit smoking. But the fact that I need to get carded for anything still remains, and it remains for you guys as well. And I don't like to see my children's rights stripped. I don't like to see my children being raped, pimped out by a bunch of pedophile politicians that can't keep their dick in their pants or stay off the roads when they're drunk. Or stop, ruining businesses and fraud and can't unforgivable. And the hammer's coming down now. And you guys are in good hands. Because I am still forgiving after all that. But somebody else is having a conniption about it. So I really feel bad for this world right now. Because you're not too happy. And I'm like, dude, it's just the DMV. Come on. Just get with it, you know? And he's like, no, 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 no. This is unacceptable. This is totally unacceptable. It's your driver's license, not your smoker's license. Why should that matter? I'm of age to smoke. I have been for 30 plus years, and I'm getting carded now at 54. What's wrong with that picture? If you guys can't see what's wrong with that picture right there, let me help you. Seek me with your whole being. I desire to be found by you, and I orchestrate the events of your life with that purpose in mind. When things go well and you are blessed, you can feel me smiling on you. When you encounter rough patches along your life journey, trust that my light is still shining upon you. My reason for allowing these adversities may be shrouded in mystery, but my continual presence with you is an absolute promise. So seek me in good times and seek me in hard times. You will find me watching over you all the time. Living in dependence on me is a glorious adventure. Most people scurry about busily trying to accomplish things through their own strength and ability. Some succeed enormously, and others, like me, fail miserably. Both groups miss what life is meant to be. It's meant to be living and working in collaboration with me. When you depend on me continually, your whole perspective changes. You see miracles happening all around, while other people see only natural occurrences or coincidences. Oh, that's just a natural occurrence. That's just a coincidence. Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck. So much pain. Oh my God. When you depend on me continually, your whole perspective changes. You see miracles happening all around, while others just see only natural occurrences and coincidences. You get to begin each day with joyful expectation, watching to see what I will do. You accept weakness as a gift from me, knowing that my power plugs in most readily to consecrated weakness. You keep your plans tentative, knowing that my plans are far superior. You curiously live, move, and have your being in me, desiring that I live in you. I in you, and you in me. This is the intimate adventure I offer you. You consciously live, move, and have your being in me, desiring that I live in you, right? You guys desiring that I live in you, and consciously you live, move, and have your being in me. So I live in you and you live in me. I in you and you in me. Okay? This is the intimate adventure I offer you. These guys are in so much trouble. They are in hot water. Oh boy, are they in hot water. Let the dew of my presence refresh your mind and heart. So many, many things vie for your attention in this complex world of instant communication. The world has changed enormously since I first gave the command to be still and know that I am God. However, this timeless truth is essential for the well-being of your soul. As dew refreshes grass, as flowers during the stillness of the night, so my presence revitalizes you as you sit quietly with me. A refreshed, revitalized mind is able to sort out what is important and what is not. It is natural. Oh, in its natural condition, your mind easily gets stuck on trivial matters. Like the spinning wheels of a car trapped in the mud, the cogs of your brain spin impotently when you focus on trivial things. As soon as you start communicating with me about the matter, your thoughts gain traction and you can move on to more important things. Communicate with me continually, and I will put my thoughts into your mind. In closeness to me, you are safe. In the intimacy of my presence, you are energized. Huh. No matter where you are in the world, you know you belong when you sense my nearness. Ever since the fall of man, ever since the fall of Congress, man has experienced a gaping emptiness that only my presence can fill. So let's just stick Congress in there for a second. Ever since the fall, Congress Congress has experienced a gaping emptiness that only my presence can fill. I designed you for close communication with your creator. How I enjoy walking in the garden with whoa. Skip that. All right, when you commune with me in the garden of your heart, both you and I are blessed. This is my way of living in the world through you. Together, we will push back the darkness, for I am the light of the world. And look out, you guys. There, look out. I crossed the line. It took away your freedoms. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, especially when I'm busting my ass for this country. The protection I provide, nobody else can. The spiritual warfare I go through will make anybody shit their pants. Anybody. I dare any Navy SEAL or Marine, the toughest dude in the world, to face a 12-foot tall demon. Puh. And where's this? I took an oath to defend this country. And I took my oath seriously. And the hardest part about that oath is to defend against enemies foreign and domestic. It's never been about the foreign enemy. It's always been about the domestic. We've always had problems with our governments. They are mass murdering, psychopathic, child molesting, drug addicts. They're the worst kind of people, and they're in power. And we bow down to that and do what they tell us? No. I'm not doing a damn thing they tell me. I'm done. They're going to be doing what I say here real soon. Okay? So, be willing to follow my lead, beloved. Open yourself more fully to me and my way for you. Don't get focused on what you want that you miss the things I've prepared already for you. Relax with me while I transform you by the renewal of your mind, working my newness into your innermost being. Not true. Oh, I wrote trust. Okay, trust me enough to let go of your expectations and demands. Be still and know that I am God. Sometimes you obstruct the very things you desire by trying too hard to make things go according to your will and timing. I know the desires of your heart, and I also know the best way to reach those goals. Instead of striving to be in control so you can get what you want, seek my face instead. Talk with me openly and rest for a while in my presence. When you are feeling more refreshed, invite me to show you the way forward. I will guide you along the best pathway for your life, and I will advise you and watch over you. Okay? I will advise you and watch over you. Great is my love reaching to the heavens. My faithfulness reaches to the skies. You can feel wonderfully secure in love that has no boundaries or limits. My faithfulness also has no bounds. Yeah, my faithfulness. Do you even know it? Is anybody faithful to anything anymore? I mean, you pay for a service. I mean, all I'm asking for is like a 30-cent card, to 30 cents worth of plastic. I gave you $70, that wasn't enough, huh? But my faithfulness, though, has no bounds. So respond to these wondrous gifts with worship. The more you praise me, the more you can reflect my glory to other people. Okay? It's not me enjoying all this praise, it's for you. Okay? That's where everybody gets lost. The more you praise me, the more you can reflect my glory to other people. This is the work of the Holy Spirit, who is transforming you into my likeness with ever increasing glory. As you draw near me through worship, I change you profoundly, equipping you to make me known to others. Okay? As you draw near me, it equips you to make me known to others. That's why sharing this is so vital. It only blesses you when you share this. Don't you get it? You guys want to do yourself a favor? Share this. It's an instant miracle. You just blessed yourself. It's that easy. My love not only reaches to the heavens, but descends upon you from heavenly realms. Okay? My love not only reaches to the heavens, but it descends upon you from heavenly realms. Keep looking up to me, beloved. See me smiling on you in radiant approval. My limitless love falls continually upon you like heavenly snowflakes that melt into your upturned face. So, no matter how distressing your circumstances, this love is sufficient to sustain you. Someday you will even ascend to heaven on it. I eagerly anticipate the time when I will take you into glory to be with me forever. In the DMV. Yeah, forever in the DMV. Jeez. Enter your driver's license number. Ugh. You do not exist. You're the one that issued the number. Huh? What? I mean, is your IQ that low? You don't realize that you're the one that issued me this driver's license and yet you don't have a record of it? Funny, I do. I got the card right here. What's really wrong with your computer, huh? Yeah. This stuff is funny. You got to laugh at it, right? And I'm trying to be forgiving about the whole thing, but it's the principle that God's really, really kicked off about. In fact, I wouldn't even. I don't want to say that word, Lord. Say apo-fucking-plectic. Okay, I said it. Seek to think my thoughts more and more. Enlist my spirit's help in this endeavor, for the mind controlled by the spirit is life and peace. When the worries of this world are pressing in on you, like they are on me, take time to think things out in my presence. Rest in me, beloved, and let my everlasting arms enfold you in peace. Okay? Everybody take a big old deep breath right there. Reach out, because here I come. Take a deep breath from your concerns. Fix your thoughts on me. Rest in me and let my everlasting arms enfold you in peace. And give me a big fat hug right now. Yeah, there you go. Big old hug. Okay? Oh, is that socially acceptable anymore? Oh, did I need a license for that hug? Oh, crap. I probably broke the law. Quit funding these clowns. They don't deserve another dime of your hard earned money. In fact, next year, all you have to do is file exempt, claim exempt. And if you don't get the performance that you were looking for out of your government, don't pay them. Just like you're in the real world. Let them taste the real world and just be like, hey, no, I'm not funding you. You're not going to be doing a bunch of blow tonight with some hookers. Sorry, Senator. Not out of my hard-earned pocket tonight. I had to buy gas that would just shot through the roof again, thanks to no pipeline around. Oh, that should come right out of Joe Biden's bank account right there. I say his bank account should be public access. It will be soon. The line has been crossed. Now, back to your relationship with me. See, that's what makes you guys awesome and blessed here at this channel, because your relationship with me transcends all your circumstances. And this is why you can praise me and enjoy my presence in the midst of the darkest difficulties. To find me in such times, you have to really exert your faith, but I am always near. All right? You have to really exert your faith, just like I was doing in the DMV. I'm like, forgive them. They're a bunch of retards. They got the bureaucracy and stuff, you know? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But it was the principle that, how do you forgive the system? How do you forgive the instrument of your own death? You can't forgive a sword, right? It's a inanimate object, right? But the sword can kill you, right? Well, the DMV is going to kill us. The bureaucracy is going to kill us. This is awesome. Okay, so let's pick up where I left off here. I wanted to flip to these other ones. Here. So, your relationship with me transcends all your circumstances. To find me in hard times, you have to really exert your faith, but I am always near. Now, as a Christian, you live on two planes simultaneously. Let me repeat that again. You guys, when I'm talking about taking time out of your day and being in the spiritual, it's, to get away from it for a minute, you need to understand. You see this realm right here, and you are in another realm physically right now, right? Okay. As a Christian, you live in two realms, two planes simultaneously. The natural world, where adverse situations abound, in the supernatural world, where I reign supreme. Your trust muscles empower you to experience my presence even in your hardest times. In fact, trials can both strengthen your faith and help you discern how much you actually trust me. Okay? Trials can both strengthen your faith and help you discern how much you actually trust me. Okay? You're actually discerning how much you actually trust me. Are you guys doing that lately? God, do I trust this guy or not? I mean, when I do, I feel really good, but then that can't be true. It can't be possible. Well, your trust muscles empower you to experience my presence. Trials can both strengthen your faith and, most importantly, they help you discern how much you actually trust me. I want you to work on strengthening your trust muscles. One way is to fill your mind and heart with Scripture. Another is to seek my face continually. Instead of getting stuck in introspection, turn your thoughts towards me. Make it a practice to affirm your faith in me frequently. It's good for you. When you do it frequently, it's just good for you. You feel better. You sleep better. You don't kill people in the DMV. You smile when they, kick you in the groin. You just smile at them. Yeah. You have no idea what's coming for you. Nope, you have no idea. But I just witnessed your, well, unfortunately, I witnessed their bureaucracy. And dang, I wish I hadn't witnessed that. I wish it was like just a person or something that I could go, oh, I forgive you. You're stupid. You don't know what you're doing. It's easily to forgive. Yeah. But no, this is a bureaucracy. This is a system. I can't forgive that. That's unforgivable what they're doing to you. Okay. I'm standing up for you guys. Since nobody else stands up for you, I am going to stand there like a rock and I'm going to take them out and serve them up for you. If you trust me, the more trust you put in me, the further I can go. Want me to go get them? Want me to go get them for you? You want to sick the pit bull on these criminals? Trust me then. The more you do, the more I can get done for you. Okay, I think we might close with this. Seek to include me in more of your moments by living in joyful dependence on me. I am with you, watching over you continually. Okay? Seek to include me in more of your moments by living in joyful dependence on me. I am with you. I am watching over you. I'm watching over you continually. Nothing you do is beyond my sight. No task or opportunity is too small to ask for my help. Actually, your very existence, including each breath you breathe, depends on my sustaining power. I'm the one protecting you. Been protecting this place for a long time. No thank you for it. Can't even get a pack of cigarettes on my birthday because I expired. Oh, if I don't exist, then I guess I don't have to pay taxes either, huh? Good. I expect a rebate check in the mail this year. For your own good. For your own good. Okay, now let me move on here. When a difficult task lies before you, you usually remember to pray about it, both before you begin and throughout the challenging. You punctuate your work with brief prayers such as "Help me, Lord," and "Thank you, Jesus." These communications increase both your reliance on me and your gratitude for my continual presence. So both of those, "Help me, Lord," and "Thank you, Jesus," are some of the best ones because they communicate both your reliance and gratitude. When you're involved in less challenging activities, you often forget about me and plunge headlong on your own. You may experience some degree of success, but you miss a far greater blessing that was available had you sought my help. Or you may fail miserably, whereas depending on me would have brought you success. So rely on me in all you do, and I have blessed things waiting for you. And what was the second half of that I wrote down? Oh, so rely on me in all you do, and I will bless everything that you do. And then also I put next to it, I have blessings waiting for you. Okay, I think that might be it for a minute. Still got some other stuff to talk about. So my genius son wearing a t-shirt that says the word toxic and it's got the definition below it, it's like a new thing or whatever. But it's funny, it has the word toxic and the definition. And here's the definition of toxic. I'm sure you guys know what toxic means, but any place or any behavior that causes harm to your health, happiness, or well-being, okay? So, it's any place or any behavior that causes harm to your health or happiness and well-being. They just called my test of your character toxic. That's how I took it. And it is just a definition for toxic, but any place or any behavior that causes harm to your health, okay, that's life. Life is harm to your health, okay? Behavior that causes harm, well, that's sin. We're all a bunch of sinners, okay? To your health or happiness, all right, well, a lot of your happiness is being challenged, isn't it? Because that builds character, right? Okay. And your well-being, all right, your well-being is your mental state. I'm trying to fix your well-being and your mental state while the mainstream media has poisoned your brain. And they call me toxic. They're the ones poisoning you, and they call my way toxic. Do you see why this place has to burn? There will be no justice on this planet or in this realm, but pretty soon, you're going to be in my realm. Then what? Then the games are over. And then you have to take me seriously, huh? Then what? Then you'll wish you were one of these audience members who were smart enough to listen. These people that are watching this, doesn't matter whether you watch it in the replay, it's always the same moment. Okay? Replay, the future, forward, backwards, it's all in the same moment. These guys, I've showed you plenty other examples of my face in the sky. By the moon, out by the moon. Okay? It's a real thing. It's really going on. I'm here. I got your back. Those guys. Yeah, my son wants to go to the school prom at his own high school. And he would be a senior this year and graduating. He'd be top of his class of brainwashed. Yeah, he would have been the best little brainwashed robot. And I said, nah. And I took him out of that school. Besides, he's kind of cute, and the teachers were hot on him, too. And I wasn't too hot on the teachers groping my kid. So I took my kid out of that high school. He would be a senior this year. He wants to go with his girlfriend to the prom, but they won't let him back in. Even though he went there, he has to go to the DMV and get the real ID. The government issued real ID to go to a school prom. That sound okay with you guys? You're all good with that, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's why shit's got to change. We would have free health care, but we spend billions and billions and billions each year. Not just 1 year do we spend a bunch of billions of dollars on weapons. No, it's every year. And more and more and more and more. When has Congress ever come up with a budget? When have they ever told you or explained to you where your money really went? Where's the accountability? Where's the transparency? There isn't, because they're criminal. It's a criminal organization. This country is a criminal enterprise run by a bunch of criminals, and you're funding it. If I told you that you were going to burn in hell for paying taxes, that would probably upset you. What should upset you is you're contributing to your own demise, and it's entertainment. You watch it as entertainment on the news. Hee hee ha ha. Oh, they lied to us again. Ha ha ha. Oh, but they told us the truth about this story. Right, sure they did. Just keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's coming to an end. A very rude awakening. I got a little glimpse of hell on my birthday, and it was something that I think maybe I'm going to share it with you now. Okay? And if most of you don't want to have this visualization stuck in your head, you can go ahead and tune out right now. It's okay. I don't blame you because I don't like it stuck in my head. And I don't really want it stuck in your head. And so I'm very, very cautious about talking about this. But imagine a pit. Okay, it's a really tight cylinder pit, and it's so deep down, it gives you claustrophobia. You're so cramped in and so deep underground that you get claustrophobia. Okay, now with the sense of claustrophobia in this pit that you will definitely not be getting out of, because out of the walls of the cylinder are sharp blades that come out and actually come press right up to your body and make you sit straight up on your knees. Okay, so you're on your knees, your body is you're holding your own body up. There are blades at every angle. So if you move out of that position, you're stabbing yourself. Meantime, there is, I don't want to describe it as that, Lord. There's a big black round cylindrical object coming out of the mouth of said victim, who is bound in like bondage gear, like a straitjacket, a leather straitjacket, where their arms are bound, they're on their knees with blades pointing all around them in this claustrophobic hole with a big black member in their mouth, screaming as they know they're stuck there forever now. That will be their condition forever. In this anxiety of claustrophobia, and you can't scream or talk or say anything in return because this big black member's in your mouth. It is so vile. It hurt so bad to see that, and I felt for the person. I could feel their horror. Sheer, raw, pure, unadulterated horror. Trapped in a pit that is just like maybe a foot in circumference. I mean, the wall comes right up to your face and right up to the back of your head. And there's blades coming out of it, holding you in that position. You dare move out of that position and you're stabbed. You can't scream. You can't call for help. You can't breathe. It's the most horrific thing I've ever experienced. And I see where these people are going and what their eternity is going to look like. And what was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Please help me, Lord. Oh yeah. Here, let's have some fun real quick. The other time I made the video and I named it X-Files, but what I was trying to get at in there is the fun part. Think about all the things that have the letter X in them now. There's all kinds of stuff. And I want to give a bunch of suggestions, but I want you guys to have fun. And in the comment section, I want you guys to just put whatever, like, for instance, X-ray. right? There's words that have X as a prefix, and then there's words that have X at the end, like Planet X. Okay? So there's all kinds of variations of X out there. And I want you guys to be creative. And you could even use the EX as in ex-husband or ex-wife or ex-military, or because that is also pronounced X, isn't it? So think of all the X's that are out there. X Games, all kinds of stuff. I don't want to say anymore because I want to leave them all out there for you guys. And if you want to, you can have fun. If you come up with one that, you go through the comment section and see, oh yeah, that's a good one. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, I never thought of that one. It'll be a fun game for you guys, at least to kind of keep your mind off of things and occupied on something fun for a second. It'll have you kind of spinning your head for a minute. You're going to be blown away at how much there is. Oh, there's a big one. Oh, there's a big one. Oh, I can't say it. But you guys use it every day. We crossed the line when you're just no longer exist because you didn't. I actually paid my thing a week in advance. I paid for my license a week in advance to avoid this whole situation. I did the right thing. It's those guys who cannot perform their duties. Why do we pay them if they can't perform them? And they expect you to do all the tail end of the work. Oh, yeah, here, you fill it all out, even though we know every detail of your life. I mean, anybody in any part of the world could find out any detail of your life. In fact, I gave you every detail of my life back when I first got my license, which apparently, when you issued me my license, you didn't log it in or something, and there's no record of me? Are you really that incompetent? I mean, the incompetency level is moronically absurd. You can't even live properly anymore. You can't go about your daily routine. And then all of a sudden, when you mention it, oh, come on, it's just normal. That's the way things are now. Well, that's why the fall, because everybody just settles for it. And you're going to settle for your own demise. You're going to be applauding these guys as they stick the sword in and kill you and stab you and brainwash your children and poison them. Oh, hell, maybe they'll molest them along the way. We got the biggest pedophile in chief groping little girls all over TV. Huh. Wow. And we put up with it for 3 years? Yeah, there is a revolution. It wasn't us revolting against the government. No, they revolted against us. They're out to kill you. They don't care about you. They just want your money. Well, if you want to shut them down, deny them their money. Quit paying these bastards. Don't pay your taxes. Cut them off. If we all did it at the same time, why don't we start a movement? Go march on Washington and say, you're not getting shit this year. You're not. None of us are paying a dime. Well, can't fund the war. Can't fund their criminality. Guess no prostitute and 8 balls tonight, Senator. Or are we just going to continue to put up with it? I think it's... You can see why this is happening. You can see how close we are. And yet they continue to push my buttons like it's a fucking game. Okay, game on. They should do some research about my high school history. See, there was a bully in my high school who used to bully everybody until one day he came up to me and tried to bully me. let's just say I put him in a place where he was scared of everybody after that because they were my friend. And I caught you bullying my friend? Are you serious? I caught you again? I know what to do with a bully. Most people think they know what to do and they back down. I'm going to do the same thing I did to this first guy. We're going to teach these clowns a lesson for eternity. I pray that they make the right decision, but I know they don't. Only 22, 23 people. Actually, the people that watch afterwards. That's about 300. And we got some real believers out there via the scriptures. But the rest of these people are hot water. Really hot water. Here, let me just show you a little example. It's not the best thing, but it's a little more palatable, we'll say. Oh, after some kind of ad. Oh, yes. Oh, she hated the way the makeup. Did you know you're putting poison on your face? Yeah, they poison the makeup and you stick it right on your face, ladies. See that right there? That's a demon. That's here. That's what's waiting for you right there. You got two choices. You guys made the right choice. This realm exists as well. Okay? I don't like to show you this stuff that much because, I give it too much attention. But it does need to be addressed. And it does need some attention because this is where most people go. To all you politicians and you little 3-letter agencies, yeah, you all contribute to the criminality. You all are criminals. Our Secret Service that protects the criminal family, oh boy, are you guys in trouble. You protect them and you keep the public from getting to these criminals to stop them. You're contributing to the criminality. You get it? And to you police officers who took an oath and aren't arresting said criminals, guess where you're going to? See, the doorway is wide to this. Not many people have courage enough to stand up to these bullies. Well, the last one was picking his lips off of his braces. I may be passive aggressive, but I can be a fucking savage too. And part of me died the other day. I am struggling so hard to get that part back. I am fighting tooth and nail and protecting this country at the same fucking time, and I can't get a cigarette? What? What? Because my license expired. My smoking license expired? Is that what expired? My smoking license? Is that what it was? Oh no, it was my driving license. Oh well, I guess I need to have a cigarette when I'm driving then. Oh wait, maybe you can't do that. What the is wrong with this country? And what the wrong with you for letting this shit happen and letting it continue? There's going to be hell to pay now. The line has been crossed. Part of me did die. And if I told you how, you would probably not come back to this channel. You would hate me for breaking your heart. And I'm here to rescue you, not break your heart. They break mine. Leave that up to me. Let them break my heart all they want. I'm forgiving. But the bureaucracy part, I can't fix. I can't forgive an inanimate object. A system designed to take me out, to erase my existence, to Yeah. To hide my existence in schools. They took me out of everything. Out of their prayers, out of Congress, out of everything. You don't want this, huh? You sure you don't want this, huh? Sure you don't need my help? You got it, huh? You got this, huh? Tell that 12-foot tall demon with razor sharp teeth the size of your arm, I got this. I got it. Yeah, go ahead. Tell that guy you got it. You need my help. And the more you just resist me and wage war against me, are you really that stupid to try to wage war against me? Against me? Look, let me pull up the other image. You can't win either way. I got you both sides. I got you. Whether you're evil or whether you're good, I got your ass. You want to fix this? You really want to fix this? You bureaucracies, you want to save your own skin right now? Talk to me. Help me. Don't wage war against me because you will go down. This is your final warning. The line has been crossed, and you're seconds away from not being able to cross back over. See, part of me died on my birthday. It was the part that, holds back the soft little puppy dog. Hey, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm trying to be righteous and nice about this until, I've been stabbed in the back, sent to prison, sent to jails, not believed, all this torture I've been through. Yet I got all this evidence, but I don't want to look at that. Why not? It's the best news you could ever fucking get. It's the best gift you could ever get, and you don't want to look at it? It offends you? Somebody here to save you from your own mistakes, and that offends you, huh? Yeah, we got some serious issues wrong with this world, and I'm going to teach you children how to fucking behave. Not the people on my channel, but watch out. All of a sudden, my filter, I guess, there's a tear in the filter, something, and F-bombs come flying out sometimes, and I'm trying, Lord, I'm trying. I am trying so hard to hold back what he wants to scream through this microphone right now. And I'm holding back, trying to be as tolerant and accepting about this as possible. But when it goes unappreciated and you continue to just want to wage war against me, you leave me no other choice. Okay? Cross the line. Cross the line. I go print up my own thing and I'll get a cigarette tomorrow. It's not about that. I got enough cigarettes right now. I could go have one right now if I wanted to. It's about the fact that when my license expired, I actually paid in advance so it wouldn't, but they couldn't plug it into the computer. God, we got all this technology, all these computers. Man, they can hack into your computer, your bank account, and all this great stuff that they can do with this technology, but they can't enter your own driver's license number right back into their own system? When you gave them $70 and you waited 9 hours in their fucking lobby? Are you shitting me? I'm done being Mr. Nice Guy. You crossed the line. And there's no willingness to go back. All these pigs want to do is continue to party until the shit hits the fan. Oh, I'm going to go hide in my bunker. Yeah, with lava coming up underneath it. You're not going anywhere. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I'm here. You're going to have to fucking deal with me now. And you should have dealt with me earlier on when I was a lot more sympathetic to your cause. But the bureaucracy has gotten way out of hand, and the red tape has basically choked my children to death, and I'm going to pull out my chainsaw and start cutting through your red tape. I'm going to call you guys criminals. You're a gang of criminals, criminal thugs that molest children and import fentanyl with our border wide open. And then they have the nerve to come to you at election time. Hey, we could really use some money for the campaign. The gall, the nerve. Are you? You gotta be kidding me, 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 gotta be kidding me. Do you guys feel me? Do you guys know how pissed off he is? Lord, please help me. I'm trying to do this the best I can. All right. Here. You are not your own, for you were bought with a price. I still continue to pay that price. This very moment, still paying that price. And that price was exorbitant. My very life. And the second one. I went through excruciating pain. I'm still going through excruciating pain and humiliation as I sacrifice myself for your sins. This is a gift. This is a gift. I tried to give this gift today in the hallway at the DMV, and my son was embarrassed. Uh-oh. When you're embarrassed of me? My very life. Excruciating pain. Humiliation. Only those who recognize their sinfulness, their need for a Savior, can receive this astonishing gift of love. This astonishing gift of love. It's not a gift of punishment or do this or I'll hate you, do that. No. Fucking gift I'm trying to give you guys because I love you. Yeah, wage war against that guy. He's too nice. Watch out. This is a gift. This is a gift of infinite value. An act of indescribable love. Indescribable love. Only those who recognize their sinfulness, their need for a Savior, can receive this astonishing gift of love. Hear my invitation. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. For the rest of you guys, sin is a terrible, crushing burden that I have paid the price in full for to remove it from you, if you want it. When you awaken each morning, say to yourself, I am not my own. I belong to Jesus. Then keep that in mind all day long. Then keep in mind whose you are as you make your way through each day, especially as you make plans and decisions. Knowing that you belong to me helps you focus your feet on the path of peace. This knowledge meets deep-seated needs. This knowledge meets your deep-seated needs. Even if you don't know it, it does. You can find spiritual and emotional security by remembering that you are mine. You're my beloved. For those of you that hear that, you understand that. For the rest of society, I guess they're going to be expiration date, and then all of a sudden they won't be able to do anything without my permission. I won't buy or sell. No, you won't get nothing unless I say so. How would you like that? Because that's what you're doing to me. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Hey, here's an idea. Maybe come stop waging war against me. Maybe apologize. We could work something out, you know? I could bless your life, like the audience here. Or you could still wage war against me and then wind up in that nice little claustrophobic pit with the bondage gear and the big black member so wide in your mouth you can't even hum or nothing. Forever. And when you realize that that's your situation for the rest, not the rest of time, there is no time. That's eternity then. It sinks in 12 layers deeper into your heart than anything you experience here on this earth. You can see your family member killed right in front of your face, and it is still 10 times more crushing than that experience right there. And then that's for eternity. Oh, there's no rest, no sleep, no, you don't get, if there's an itch on your back, you can't scratch it. It'll itch like that forever. I don't see why people want to roll the fucking dice with me. I really don't get it. I'm a nice guy. It's easy. Easy. All I'm trying to do is teach you how to live and have a vibrant life. You're going to sin. I understand that. We all make mistakes, but learning from those mistakes and growing from them. I'm sorry I had to tell you about that pit, but it's very vital that people understand that that's your reality right now is a cartoon compared to this. This is eternal. You're only here for a split second in all of eternity. For my class one time, I tried to teach them this concept. I want you guys to open your minds for a minute, and I want you to think of a wooden wheel. It's a wheel, like an old wagon wheel made out of wood, okay? An old wagon wheel that is so big that it circumnavigates the globe, okay? So a wagon wheel as big as our planet, okay? Goes all the way around the planet. The amount of time that you've been here on this earth is a mere splinter in that wood that goes all the way around the planet. The amount of time that you spend in this spiritual test is a mouse fart. It's a blink of the eye compared to eternity. And you want to risk rolling the dice for all the rest of the wheel on that one little sliver. You're going to make your decision during that sliver of time, and you're going to roll the dice, huh? For the rest of the wheel. Wow. By the way, see, the wheel goes around, but then when it comes back to the starting point, well, there is no starting or ending point. It's a wheel, so it never ends. The only thing that ends is that one little splinter that you're in right now. Do you understand this? Do you guys, are you conscious? Oh, I wonder if people even have a brain anymore. They walk around like zombies, so buried in their phones, they don't even know they are on a rock, a floating rock in space, in the vacuum of space that happens to be just far enough from a thermonuclear exploding star to produce heat at the right temperature, not too cold, not too hot, that actually produces chemicals and sustains life. That there is a miracle. Unrecognized. Nope. You walk on it every day, walking on a miracle every day, but unrecognized. This is going on in your clouds all over the place. All over the place. Does anybody notice? Nope. I'm like, I the only one that does notice? when this shit starts popping out of the sky and these faces come down at you and start growling and spitting lightning at your car, chasing you down the road with fissures opening up and swallowing your car, what are you going to do? There's nowhere to run. I can't believe you guys gamble like this. Why do you think the Bible's been around for so long? All these other books come and go, and the Bible has managed to make it through book burnings and holocausts and all this. And then everybody says, oh, it was written by man. Are you guys stupid? It's testimonies of people that were with Jesus. It wasn't written by man. It wasn't written by God. Apparently, you didn't read it. And I am so sick and tired of people preaching Bible stuff and they haven't read it. Bunch of liars and bullshit con artists. Oh, this is what it says. No, it isn't. You didn't read it. Full of shit. Trying to convince everybody that you're right. That's all I see in this society is a bunch of con artists bullshitting you to think that they're con you out of your money. I'm so sick of this sick world. The whole society has been lied to your whole life. You're in a state of bipolar morphism. And I'm the one with the truth trying to explain it to you, and you call me crazy. Boy, are you in for a fucking surprise. Sorry, you guys, you're going to have to get used to the F-bombs sometimes. There has been a tear in my filter, and I am struggling like hell to get back to this. All right? I knew this was coming. I knew I was going to die. And I did not let that hamper me. I was still going to go do and live my life and rely on this. Okay? And I'm still holding on to the anchor, just like you guys, holding on for dear life, right? Meanwhile, apparently the pinata too, and everybody likes to just take a swing at me. So go ahead, swing away. Just remember, what you do to me, I get to do tenfold back to you. So if you gave me like $10, I could put gas in my tank. That would actually help me. Help me. Then I get to bless you tenfold. You could be millionaire. And it would only cost you 1/10 of it. You can live forever. It's not about the money. It's about the help. The help. When you help each other, you're doing spiritual work for each other. When I needed a jump start, my truck runs out of the battery because the kids play the radio, right? So I get a lot of jump starts because we're constantly draining the battery. So over the course of my last 10 years, we've probably gotten 30 jump starts. No kidding, 30 jump starts. And then the other day during a blizzard, it was 12 feet of snow coming down here in the Sierras, and my neighbor didn't get stuck in his driveway. His battery died in his driveway. How odd. You would think 12 feet of snow, he would have gotten stuck. No, car's fine. He's not stuck. The battery died. There was my opportunity to pay it back, to pay it forward. All those jump starts that I got, how many times did they save my ass? Now I get to save someone else's ass. If you guys don't get out there and start saving each other's asses, you're all going to burn. It's a spiritual battle that you're fighting. If you guys don't start doing unto each other as you would have done unto you, you are going to reap what you've sowed. And the people that sowed what they did to this country are going to reap. Because they crossed the line. They crossed the line. Here, let's just kind of refresh our good old. Here's our criminal conduct.
I wanted to play this too. Speaking of all of this, okay.
One more time, just to refresh you guys,
NBA or NFL.
because this isn't sinking in deep enough.
36 have been accused of spousal abuse.
All right, there's 36 that should be in jail right now. We should go into Congress and remove the. Where's the public access to their criminal record? We should have public access to it. I bet you that's being hidden too, huh? Yeah, by the Secret Service. You know, it's a secret. You know, like top secret things are top secret. It's to hide their criminality. It's not because it's too dangerous for the public to know. No, it's to hide their fucking criminality. Listen to this shit. Listen to their criminality.
7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks.
Make me want to puke.
117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses.
Fucking unacceptable.
Time for assault. 71, I repeat, 71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit.
You kidding me? 71 members of Congress cannot get a credit card? How much have they ripped us off? How many billions have they padded their pockets with and they can't get a fucking credit card?
14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting.
Shoplifting. That is unforgivable. You have billions of dollars. You're a fucking kleptomaniac. If you're still stealing stuff when you have millions of dollars, you shouldn't have those millions of dollars. You should be in jail. You know what? Taxation without representation is theft. These guys are a bunch of thieves. They've been stealing your money without any kind of representation.
21 currently are defendants in lawsuits.
21 are defendants in lawsuits. People are suing our senators because they're just so morally and ethically superior, huh? Oh, you're so superior. Fucking retards.
Have been arrested for drunk driving in the last year.
84 drunk driving. Where are their suspended licenses? Where's their mugshots on the media, on the news? I want 84 mugshots tomorrow. Yeah, you won't get it. You'll never find out who these criminals are because it's top secret. And we got the Secret Service doing their secret little service, you know. And we pay these assholes. You're paying these guys their money and they're going to kill you with it. I've had enough.
How many of you think NBA?
380? Are you kidding me? 380 criminals out of 435? That's 85%. In fact, the other 15%, they just haven't gotten caught yet.
How many of you think NFL? Well, the answer is neither. It's the 435 members of the United States Congress.
Oh, that was me calling us on our stuff. Meanwhile, the country should be vomiting. She should be screaming bloody murder right now. And all this is a fucking a short on TikTok. Oh, it's just a short on TikTok. Never mind all the facts and all the evidence and all the crime and all the just.
I'm going to play this tube.
Just debauchery. NBA or NFL. If you combined both of these together, they couldn't scratch the surface of what Congress is doing. Therefore, don't obey their laws. Whatever shit that came out of this last administration, do not obey their laws. Do not conform to them. Do not obey them. When they want tax dollars around tax time, don't pay them. We need a nationwide, starting in the next week through the next 2 weeks, nobody pay their taxes. Defund this shit or they're going to continue. Do you want it to stop? No, you like being raped, huh? Well, I don't. They crossed the line with me. I am a very forgiving person. I understand every little aspect about every little one of you. The problem is they and everybody doesn't seem to care about their future. They're rolling the dice and they're actually handing the dice to some scumbag and saying, hey, roll them for me. I trust you. You lie to me through the media every day, and I trust you with my hard-earned money. Heck, the only legislation that really happens is when they give themselves a pay raise. Boy, they can sure get together in the middle of the night to do that, huh? I'm putting you guys on blast. There ain't much time left. And then you're gonna be showing up in court. Yeah, there's a court above where we will address this, and everybody will be a witness as I call off these things just like he did, their sins. Yeah. Oh, you raped how many 4-year-olds, mister? Oh, how much fentanyl did you allow into this country? See, they don't take responsibility for their actions, but we are suffering the consequences. I'm done suffering the consequences for a bunch of retarded criminal toads that want you dead. Say goodbye to Washington, D.C. I think you can understand why. We have to wipe that town off the map and all the fucking vermin that are in it. And we could get it all in one fell swoop. Have a session of Congress. Have them all meet up in the hall of Congress, lock the door. Bring in the National Guard and start arresting each one as they come out. Perp walk them. Live stream it on YouTube. The media will not get the credit or the ratings. Ratings. Oh, our ratings. We will lie to you and make you crazy as we rip you off and then trust us. They're worse than the NBA, the NFL. All criminal. Just all criminal.
Have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks.
19 have been accused of writing bad checks. That's all they do.
117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses.
117, at least 2 businesses. So multiply 117 times 2. That's 234 businesses got ruined. At least 234 businesses got ruined by congressmen. Got ruined. Not saved, not rescued. They can't fix a goddamn thing, but they sure can ruin stuff, can't they?
3 have done time for assault. 71, I repeat, 71 cannot get a credit card.
Unbelievable.
14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting. 21 currently are defendants in lawsuits, and 84 have been arrested for drunk driving in the last year.
I know every single one of you 380. Oh, and the other 15% that didn't get caught. Yeah, I know about your shit too. I know about everybody's shit. And there's nowhere to run. And there's nowhere to hide. You guys are in deep shit. My audience, you guys should be laughing along with me because you guys are in good hands. I am tough as nails, and I will take them down without lifting a finger. All I have to do is say the word, and it's done. All right, I think we might wrap it. Last one. I am the gate, and I am at the gate. Do you hear me? I am the gate, and I am at the gate. Whoever enters through me will be saved. I am not a locked barrier, but an open door for you, for all of my chosen followers. See, I came into the world so that you might have life and have it to the full. A full life means different things for different people. So, in your quest to live abundantly, don't compare your circumstances with those of others. Okay? The trick to living abundantly is not comparing your circumstances to those of others. You live abundantly by being thankful for what you got already. Right? Right? You don't need as much money or as many luxuries as your neighbor in order to live well. You could have 35 cents to your name and have this knowledge and be richer than anybody else on the planet. This is richness, knowledge. You don't need as much money or as many luxuries as your neighbor in order to live well. Godliness with contentment is great gain. I want you to be satisfied with my provision for you. If you have food and clothing, the basic necessities of life, seek to be content with that. And if they give you a license for that and then revoke that, tell them to go to hell. I don't comply. I don't comply with criminal corporations. Sorry. A full life means different things to different people. You don't need as much money or luxuries to live well. If you have food and clothing, the basic necessities, seek to be content. If I give you more, respond with joy and thankfulness, but don't cling to what you have or covet things that you do not have. The only thing you can cling to without harming your soul is me. So no matter what you possess in this world, remember, little or much plus me equals everything. Yeah. They want to know why you didn't pay your taxes this year? Tell them because you're a criminal enterprise and it's against the law to fund a criminal organization. I don't want to go to jail. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a felon and have a felony on my record because I funded a criminal organization called the United States of America. That's the criminal organization that you're funding called the United States. It's a corporation. It's not a bunch of United States, okay? You're a bunch of United slaves to the almighty dollar. You will do anything. You will sell your soul for a piece of paper with a number printed on it, won't you? If the number is big enough, you'll sell right out. And then you think that that's going to get you peace and happiness when you got the money, but it only creates more headaches. Simplicity is bliss. Peace is bliss. Why you would want to gamble? Okay. Go ahead. Roll your dice, folks. My audience, you're all good. I took the dice out of your hands already. You're already done. You can sit down. Your game is done. You're just observing now and watching the rest of the clowns try to roll the dice. Okay? You can help them. You can lead them here. It only blesses you when you share this. You understand how that works, right? Praising me isn't to praise me. I'm not all egotistical. It's for your mental health, for your spiritual well-being, being thankful. And I can't believe the thanklessness in this world. The straight up just, you know what? I hate you. Even though you love me, I'm going to wage war against you. Well, I'm very forgiving still. It's just there's certain inanimate objects like bureaucracy that I can't forgive. And it's not the system that's broken. We have our Constitution's just right. If they would stop hiding some of the clauses in it and let you know what was really intended and not warp it and twist it to some left-wing agenda so they could go sodomize each other and feel good about it and not have any guilt. Yay. Oh. And then they teach that to our kids. Yeah, that shit's over with. That shit's over with. And they're going to pay. They're going to pay exactly what they did Exactly what they did to other people is what's going to happen back to them tenfold. So, rest assured, what you reap, you sow. I like to hand out gifts. And if you don't like my gifts, you can have something else. Oh, yeah. All right, that's it for tonight. I'm sorry I missed last night. I was in, had the show set up and everything. And I was physically exhausted and fell asleep before I got to do my show. Another birthday gift I missed out on. But I still got tonight, so that's why we're going a little long. I miss you guys. I love you guys. And you can start boycotting the DMV too. I wouldn't pay them to give me a license to fart. Who are they to issue licenses? Like I said, the illegal came in today, and the one gal behind the desk said, "Oh, she's illegal. She doesn't have anything." She says, "Oh, that's okay. You just put a big check mark on it, and she goes right to the front of the line and gets her card and everything, and doesn't have to pay that day. It's all good." Meanwhile, you good old American citizens, go sit in the hallway for 7 hours. Okay. Don't be surprised if you're sitting in the hallway for 700 hours. If that's how you're going to do me. Amazing. That stuff can be forgiven. It's the bureaucracy part. It's these illegal laws that a bunch of criminals have instituted on you, and then the laws on the books that say we should defend the border, they toss aside. They toss aside our laws. They don't respect what we want. They toss it aside. I fucking toss them aside. Okay? It's that easy. You no longer have authority anymore. You are no longer president of this country. Neither has Kamala Harris ever been a vice president. They're not leaders. They couldn't lead a fucking parade of kindergartners. So they're not leaders. They're a bunch of criminals. Don't comply. I wouldn't pay my fucking taxes this year. I'd tell them straight up. Why did they put 40,000 more IRS in there with weapons? Maybe because they plan on stealing your money at gunpoint if you don't like it. If you refuse to pay, they're going to come and take it at gunpoint. Can't you see what they're setting you up for? I can. It's plain as day to me. I know that 2 + 2 = 4. Not 5. Even though the left wing likes to change stuff and be retarded. No. I can see what's coming down the line. It's pretty plain as day. And I just thought I'd let you know. I did die yesterday, but I'm back. I'm back. I died, and I'm back. Sound familiar? Does anything I read to you guys sound familiar? It's about time this world fucking take notice. All right? I'm not an attention whore or a hog, but it happens to be true. And I am doing everything I can to forgive this world because I understand their lack of knowledge. I know that part. For some reason, God's upset. He doesn't like the bureaucracy. He doesn't like the red tape. He doesn't like the principle of it. Being taxed, being representation or taxation with no representation is theft. We're giving a bunch of convicted felons more money to do more drugs and more hookers and import more people. Do you want this country dead? If you want the country dead, continue to pay your taxes. If you want to save this country, stop funding them. That's the only way, is to cut the purse strings. And then we go in, liquidate their assets, and take some of our money back. Sorry. That's the way it's going to be from the rest of this show on out. All right? The rest of this channel on out. We only got a few more days left anyway. But you can see why it's ending the way it is. Okay. And it's very important that you understand this and that you have this as your foundation, because they're going to be doing the same thing to you here real soon. Okay. And you're going to feel the frustration that I feel right now. And then I'm going to say, forgive them. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. And you're going to say, how can I forgive somebody that just doesn't respect me, cut me off after all my hard work and stuff I put into this country? I took an oath to defend this country, and I'm like the only one who's holding my oath. Everybody else thinks that going off to fight other people in other countries, kill other people at the behest of some criminal is upholding an oath. Are you fucking shitting me? Are you fucking kidding me? I hope that does offend some of the military out there. Maybe you'll get up off your ass and do something about it, because there's no country left to save. What the hell's the point of going over to some other country when this country's gone? There's nothing left to save. Dumbasses. Where's your courage? Huh? All puffed out with your chest. Oh, I'm a military. I serve my... Where's your courage? Huh? If you're all that badass, go up to Washington and remove the fucking criminals. Remove the Secret Service. That's your issue right there. Those guys are your problem. They protect these criminals. It's a government agency that we pay for to protect them from us. You know why they have that? Because they know that we would call them on their shit and come after them. And when you don't come after them, if you don't call them on their shit, they're just going to keep skating and walking all over you. And I've had enough of it. I'm calling them on their shit. I am the truth. I am the way. And I'm going to teach them the truth and the way, along with you guys as well. So hold on tight. The line has been crossed, and you are going to see things on an epic scale now. I watch Washington, D.C. really closely, and all the special little places that they like to hide. Yeah, I'd love to tell you each single one, but I'm saving that as a surprise for them when it hits them in their secret little spot. They're like, how do you know I was here? How did you not know I'm here? How could you not know I'm here? I guess you didn't study. I guess you didn't go to class. I guess you don't care. Maybe you don't like me. Huh? Is that it? You don't like me? I give you everything that you have in this life. You have consciousness. You have hot water that runs in a shower. Most kings that lived in castles that ran countries for years never had a hot shower. Do you know what a fucking hot shower means? You have running water to be thankful for. King Arthur didn't have no hot running water. There's little things that we have in life that we're so blessed, and we complain about it. I am just beside myself, really. I knew that when I died yesterday that something... boy. Fighting to get this back. But I can only tolerate so much, you know. I'm very forgiving as far as people, but bureaucracies, and then have those bureaucracies celebrated? Or, excuse me, you celebrated this shit? And then you pay for it too? And then complain when they do what they do to you? Well, you allowed them to. Why are you complaining about it? Bend over and take some more. Or have you had enough? Well, I have. I've had enough. God's had enough. All right? And you're about to see all hell break loose. Unfortunately. I pray I'm wrong, but I can feel him. He is apoplectic. I don't even like that term. I don't even like that term. I hate that term. I hate feeling this way. I hate feeling this way. 300... I guess it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't sink in. It's okay. You got your TikTok. 117 businesses. They purposely run them into the ground, bankrupt them, and then make you pay for it so they can live high on the hog. And the billions of dollars, let me tell you, a couple of these assholes have over $1 billion And they're still not happy. They want to top it off with even more. Let me try to rip you off just a little bit harder. I've gotten away with so much. I want to see if I can rape you just a tad bit harder. How much can I get away with you? How much are you just going to fold and take from the media saying, oh, that's nothing going on. The Congress is going to vote on this next week. What? The criminals are getting together to vote on something? What, are they importing more drugs for themselves? Oh, I bet it's a decision on how many little boys get to cross the border this year. Sick, warped, demented people running this country into the ground with bureaucracy, red tape, lies, deception. They're criminals. They're worse than the NBA and the NFL and the porn industry basically combined. Our leaders, our Congress, our stolen administration, a stolen election. For 3 years we've sat here. I can't believe I was in the DMV talking to people and they were like, yeah, they stole it. Do you know what's coming up, right? Another election. Do you think they're going to just, this one's going to be trustworthy now? Yeah, well, we can trust them on this one. They stole the last one, but we'll trust them on this next one. What the fuck are you smoking? They're going to steal the next election. They're going to pull out a pandemic right before it like they did last time to keep you guys all at home. And then Joe doesn't have to go out and campaign. He can just wink and nod at the camera, and the media will say, oh, he won miraculously overnight. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Why do you think we marched on Washington on January 6th? We're trying to call these criminals on their shit. And then they set it up, open up the doors. Yeah, come on in, protest. So we can use that against you as treason. Excuse me? Who's calling who treasonous? Come here. Tell me who's calling who treasonous?
All of this, okay?
And we said, Dad,
you fuckhead? You're calling me treasonous? I served this country and protect your life?
Accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks. 117 have directly or indirectly
will burn.
Been bankrupted at least 2 businesses. 3 have done time for assault. 71, I repeat, 71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit. 14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting. 21 currently are defendants in lawsuits, and 84 have been arrested for drunk driving in the last year.
How do you think other countries look at us? They know this stuff's going on. They're starting to look at the American. They used to think that, they hated the American politicians. American people, not so bad. The politicians we don't like, right? It's the American people, not so bad. The politicians we don't like. Well, all of a sudden, since the American people can't clean up their freaking toilet, they don't like the American people now. Import a bunch of other people from this country that hate us. Hey, I know. Fill our country with a bunch of enemies that hate us. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Bravo. Bravo. They didn't do the job. We don't pay them. Don't pay your taxes. Nationwide protest. I'm going to keep saying this every night. We need to get on the media and tell everybody, don't pay your taxes this year. Stop this criminal enterprise. Quit funding them. I'm done. That's it. I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you for putting up with me tonight. And you might want to just unsubscribe and leave, because it's going to be more of this attitude now. Okay? Maybe you want to subscribe now. Maybe you want to hang around now. Maybe you like a little bit of fire. Because I'm full of piss and vinegar. And I am going to right these wrongs. I am going to fix these broken people. And I'm going to serve your enemies up to you. I'm going to serve them up. I love you all. I miss you all. God bless you all. And until my next show, I will be back. Even if I die, I still come back the next day. I still come back. I keep coming back for you. Watch out. Hold on. I love you guys. Should be thankful you got somebody on your side who's willing to take on these people, these disgusting demon little freaks. They're all a bunch of Satan worshippers too. Huh? And then they want to put that in the schools. They take God out and put Satan in the school? Are you sure you want to leave these people in office? Arrest every single one of them now, today. Get them out of there. They're all criminals. You don't need a warrant. They're already criminals. You don't need a warrant. Go and arrest them, perp walk their shit, and show the world that we mean business. If you don't, you might as well be glowing in the dark. Because that's their plans for you. All right, I got to go. I'm waking up the whole house at 4 in the morning. That's it. Love you all. God bless you all. Until my next show, I will be back. I might be back sooner than you think. Bye.